Hello everyone, and welcome back to Scamperton Model Railway. Today is just a short update on what I've been up to since my last one. It's not much, but progression is there. Alongside a section of the railway, which I'll show you in a minute, this is something that I've wanted to work out what I'm going to put in this corner. Originally I was just going to put a bank and trees, but I didn't think it would look good, so I decided to see what was about in terms of low relief warehouses, and I came across this chap on eBay who was selling laser cut kits, and the building in front of you is a two low relief storage facility. So the doors are still glued, and I want to put a bit more detailing, so I've got some old scaffolding from a Will's kit that I'm going to add to it. But basically I've taken up the what was some underlay along there, track underlay, and I've put, and if I zoom in a bit, on to the left you'll see some Bachmann Scenecraft bins that I got ages ago, and there's another set on the other side just over there. Basically my intention is just to get a small low relief building there, which I've done, and then I'm just going to have some workers and maybe some forklift or pallet trucks going along there. I've laid out where I'm going to put the security fence, so that's fine, and although I haven't painted it yet, there's going to be a road that comes in. All of this is just going to be painted grey, but there's going to be a road that comes in, and I'm just going to get some transit vans and, like I say, some workers and maybe a pallet trucks and a forklift or something like that to go along there. I've got some security cameras which are left over, so I'll be using those. I'll stick some on the side of the building, like I said, with the guttering, and just make that look a little work area, which I think will look quite effective. I'm going to the NEC show in a couple of weeks, so I'll certainly be hoping to get some figures from Model U or somewhere to that will be something to put up in the future update. This needs some work, this area, figures have fallen over, etc., so that'll be something to do over the next couple of weeks. The Eurofighter is tied up, so the Typhoon is just doing this display over Cosford and is now heading back home, so I've hung him up there, so he's looking nice. On the front part you'll see that I've started to work out where I can put things, so I've got some more fencing to go along here, and then I got some some recycle bins from Bunter's Yard, and I put a car there, and my intention is to turn this area into the car park for the station. So that's another job over the next 2 or 3 weeks, is just to line that up. Round here again, obviously we're aware that the I'll zoom out a bit. I'll be aware that the that's going to be a railway training area, so that's where these network rail vans have come from. I've put a tree there, but I'm not going to use that one, but I've put there just to see what it would look like, to give it a bit of height and a bit of something to catch your eye. Around here is a kit. Again, I got this kit from not from the place that I got the low relief building. They do actually do a warehouse building. I was a bit gutted because this was £30 from Top Trains. So now I don't mind helping Top Trains out, but I wish I'd have known that other building, because this was a bit of, even though it's simple to put together, it was an absolute nightmare putting this together, although the detailing is good and I've got extra bits on there. So this is going to become the Screwfix click and collect that's in Newport. So I'm going to get a banner, a sign, Screwfix sign, and print that and put that along the middle there. And then I've marked out the pavement here, and I'm going to cut it there, and then I'm going to put some car parks, and then that will be people going in to get some small bits from Screwfix, and that fills out this whole section out quite nicely, because I can have a road coming in there. It'll go around down under the bridge, or they'll be able to go in there, go into the network rail area, or they'll be able to pull in and just what I did think about was actually having a little roundabout instead of a junction, a little roundabout here, because I've seen people like Underground Eric do it, so I might see if I can get a stencil and just paint a roundabout and then go from there. Obviously that would then lead into this area here for the network rail, or you go straight on and into this car park where you can park up vans. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be vans and stencils and figures that are going to be purchased. Other than that, there isn't really much I've done. I've added a bit of more scenery detail and there, and I did add some more along there, and I intend to keep going all the way along there now that I put the ballast in and that's all settled. I received back my Akira Scale Class 66, so that's been fixed. It was the Martin House one. I purchased that at the last minute because I saw one available on their website, and purchased that, but it was faulty. It had a really god-awful sound, so it was sent back, and they've sent it back repaired, and it seems to be working fine, which is good. So that'll get a good run next week. Other than that, there isn't really much to report. I need to what do I need to do? I just need to get going, really, get back into the swing of things. Do some work on here, glue this stuff down. One thing that I didn't say is that I've got all the catenary masts along here, but one thing I have found is that I keep knocking these things and they get in the way all the time at the moment, so I'm thinking of taking them all down for a period, and whether I bother with them all together or leave them, I'm not sure, but I'm going to buy some for along here just in case I decide to. I'll probably go with the West Hill Wagon Works, as although I wanted to try the PGM models kits, they don't come with magnets, and I've already knocked these ones over loads, tidy and everything, and I thought, you know what, it's going to be an absolute nightmare having the ones that are in a fixed position, so I think I'll leave those and just stick with the West Hill Wagon Works. So I'll probably pick up another 2 or 3 to go along here, and then it's just deciding how I'm going to do the platform. You can get platform versions, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, like I said, a short update this time. Well, I always try and keep them short, but this one is especially short. But things are progressing. Hopefully I'll be able to have the Screwfix sign on the front by the next update. This one we'll have the doors added to it. They're drying in the house, and obviously everything will be painted, and hopefully things will look a bit more, will have worked out well. I might well do the next update, even if I start to do more work this weekend coming and the following weekend before the NEC show, to progress things, and then do an update bank holiday weekend once everything's moved forward. So yeah, I will call it there, and I will speak to you via this channel again soon. I've seen, by the way, more people have subscribed, and thank you very much for that. I really appreciate the subscription. I will look to keep doing the updates, and yeah, hopefully, as you can see, things are progressing, short and sweetly, but yeah, things are progressing. So I will call it there. Thank you very much, and see you all again in 2 or 3 weeks. Bye bye.